Hi! Welcome to the last day of the Steministas Self-Love series, official last day. Kind of just to wrap the series up. At the beginning of the series, I said I would answer the question, how do you show love to yourself using your love language at the beginning and end of the series. And having been through the series, now I have come up with a number of different ways to show love to myself using really all 5 love languages. I just figured I'd just go ahead and plan some things out using all 5 of them. I mean, can't hurt, for next year. And so I got myself a journal and I came up with some daily affirmations for 2021. So that's words of affirmation. I plan to be way more intentional about taking a day off each month if I can. Just like a day to myself to either do a DIY spa day. We'll always be taking baths. I've been doing more yoga recently, and I think I want to try to incorporate that more into my schedule in 2021, so that's something I'll be trying. I used to do yoga a lot more a couple years ago, and I kind of stopped. I don't remember why, but I've been doing a lot more. My body has been feeling great, so I think I'm just gonna continue doing that. I just started meditation, and I'm not even sure if you can call what I'm doing meditation in terms of I'm still learning how to clear my mind and all that fun stuff. So I plan to work on that more as well in 2021. And so all of that will fall under, quality time, physical touch, and I guess in terms of receiving gifts, I've actually already gotten tickets to a conference that I want to go to in January. So, oh, wow. Is it next week? It might be next week, actually. I just realized today is, obviously today is New Year's Eve. But yeah, so there's a conference that's coming up in January that I'm excited about, but I also plan to spend more money this year on educational opportunities that I'm invested in that's not necessarily related to work or hopefully school. And so things that I'm personally interested in, and I'd love to invest in myself more. So that's something I plan to do in terms of receiving gifts. And I believe the last is acts of service. I plan to continue being intentional about going to therapy and keeping up with doctor's appointments and whatnot. And actually, that's one of the things that really sparked this whole series. I hadn't been to the doctor in 2 years. I guess maybe up until a month and a half ago, or 2 months ago, and then I went to the doctor and I found out that I have high blood cholesterol and irregular heartbeat, or there's a fancy term for it, but basically, and that's not a good combination, but it made me realize that there's a lot that I need to change. It's not serious or anything like that, but it made me realize that I need to change a lot about my diet and my lifestyle, exercising more, being more intentional about practicing what I preach, and taking time for myself. And so I had to take, I took great lengths to reduce the amount of anxiety, things that are causing me stress in my life. Trying to put more intentional practices so that I can make sure that I am, sustaining myself and sustaining my health. I'm a little young for the things that I have, so it's just, but I have time to change with a change in lifestyle. So it sparked something for me, and I hope it sparks something for you. And hopefully you don't have to hear a doctor's diagnosis until you change your lifestyle if you want to do that, or if you're not already practicing self-love or healthy practices. But that was my story, and that was my journey, and this has been really helpful for me, and I hope it has been helpful for you too. In terms of the Steministas, there's some exciting things coming up for us next year. We are actually going to be moving to YouTube pretty much exclusively. So all of our episodes will be found on YouTube and the website starting from the end of January, so January 31st, 2021. So you definitely, if podcasts are your thing, you want to catch up on all the podcast episodes now, but you will still have an opportunity to catch up on the podcast on YouTube as well, because we're just going to transfer the episodes over. So hopefully that's exciting, and we can get some more engagement on our YouTube channel. I've really enjoyed this series. I really want to do more series like it also in the coming year. So let me know what you want to hear, what types of topics you want to explore. You know, we're all going through, we might have a lot of differences in our lives, but we also have a lot of similarities. Like we all experience stress. We all have to practice self-love, you know, love ourselves. We all experience the need to find your purpose, or how to have a healthy work-life balance and all that stuff. So I want to share as I learn all these things with you, and I hope, you know, y'all will share with me as well. But all that to say that as we wrap this up, this is the end of the year 2020. It has been quite the year. So much has happened, from COVID to like racial unrest in the United States, and all of that, you know, this just murder hornets, just all the things happened this year. And so I'm hoping 2021 will be better for all of us. But I hope that 2020 gave us the opportunity to kind of reflect and take a step back and hopefully maybe be able to relax a little bit, and allow us to like assess our lives. And at least that's what it did for me. And so I hope to see you next year, and have a wonderful end of the year. Happy New Year from the Steministas.